Hi friends, Allison here with the Everyday Scrapbooker, dropping in once again to share with you another 12 by 12 mixed media scrapbook layout. Before I started recording this video, I did the main part of the watercoloring because I wasn't thinking straight. But I turned my phone on to record when I did the splatter. So you're seeing the splatter. And of course, this layout is another Cricut heavy die cut layout, but this one is a little bit unique because I'm actually incorporating some stamping into this layout, and hence the reason I wanted to share this process video with you. So this layout is about one of the few times my poor daughter has had pink eye, and I'm finally getting this memory scrapbooked. And I found this title that says, "Yeah, no," on Cricut, which I thought was absolutely perfect. Like, yeah, not again, not happening. That was sort of the vibe that I was going for. And so I cut the title from gray cardstock, the main part of the title. So that's the yeah and nope. Sorry for that long pause there. My kids keep interrupting me. So anyways, on with the show. I also found this super cute little sick face, emoji face, or whatever it is you want to call it. I cut it from green paper and made sure its cheeks were pink, and then layered some black cardstock behind it as well to help enhance the eyes. Next, I'm adding "not today" in blue cardstock. I'm considering the subtitle for this layout. I stuck with mostly a gray and blue and green color scheme with this layout. All of the elements that I'll be adding to this layout are going to be specifically in those colors. I'm just adding the picture right now. I haven't been matting my photos lately, which is something I used to do a lot. And just recently I've been kind of, moving away from that. I don't know what's changed, but it's kind of refreshing to be moving in a different direction. So now I am adding some stamping. Since I got my Cricut Access subscription, stamping has kind of fallen by the wayside until just recently. And as I was drafting this layout in Cricut Access, I added some elements that are X's. And I made them really, really small. And I was thinking to myself as I was doing this that I didn't want to cut them out because it would be too finicky and they'd be way too small to try and handle. So I was trying to think of another way that I could add X's as an embellishment to my layout without actually cutting them. I knew that in my stash I didn't have very many X stickers, and the ones that I did have were not the right color. So I decided to raid my stamp stash, and I took out an alphabet stamp set, which you see to the left side of the screen. And I'm gonna take the X out of there after I get the journaling done, it looks like. And I'm going to add blue X's around the layout. There are going to be close-up shots at the end of this video because they are going to be very hard to see in the layout. So stick around for the close-ups so that you can see what I'm actually talking about. And I also have the red and green enamel dots off to the left-hand side as well because I added that as an element to my layout and knew at that moment that I wasn't actually planning to cut itty bitty tiny little circles to act like enamel dots. My plan all along was to use the enamel dots. So you're going to see green enamel dots end up in the layout here in a short amount of time. Pardon my frizzy head in the bottom of the screen. I'm just doing the journaling right now. And once that's done, I will be adding my enamel dots and the X embellishments via stamping. I'm really excited about having turned a new leaf in terms of my die cut layouts recently. I'm really happy to be returning somewhat in some capacity to stamping and adding that to my die cut heavy layouts. I feel like in some ways I've kind of evolved, and now that I've gotten comfortable with the die cutting and absolutely love it, by the way, I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. But I'm starting to explore a little bit more with adding different media to my layouts. So stay tuned, because there may be exciting things coming up in the future as far as stamping goes. I don't know what the future holds as far as my crafting goes, but you never know. I might become a little more adventurous and try some more bold things with stamping, other than just adding the date and a few little stamped embellishments here and there. So as you can see, I'm getting ready to stamp the date. I've got my date stamp out, which by the way is a K&Co date stamp. I don't even know if they are around anymore. I got it from Walmart years ago. Or is this my... No, this must be my Recollections date stamp. The K&Co one that I got has yeared out. To put it plainly. Okay, so I've got my little itty bitty stamping block. I'm gonna stamp my X's around the page, creating clusters, and then the enamel dots are gonna go in the same places that I add the X's. You can kind of see them there in the background, especially up by the little sick face. But because it's such a light color that I used, it is kind of hard to see. So like I said, stick around for the close-ups and you'll get to see them a little bit better. Now I'm gonna add my enamel dots. I'm just gonna use the light green ones because I thought they more closely matched the sick green face than the darker ones did. And with that, my layout is done. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I'm really happy that you hung out with me for a few minutes, and make sure you watch this channel for more videos. There's more coming up very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.